Now, this was shambolic.
No,
I come in,
no.
and he had someone bulging in his trousers, and it turned out it was this fucking thing.
A
And he was
mic. Explain.
he was
explain
approaching
to the
me with a mic.
listeners. It's a
It had a
mic.
very hollow, like I was in a cave.
Yeah, that's because there was a third mic in the room. Now,
And then I discover, I get that slap in the face, whump.
yeah.
And I get a second slap in the face. I discover I'm giving up 3 mornings.
Yes. You are giving up 3 mornings.
3 mornings.
This.
This is morning 1.
Yes.
There's a Thursday morning, and I'm going to have to spend a morning.
The Thursday morning.
Well, a stranger.
A stranger.
From-
The third, the second show this week is going to be a celluloid. So we're not going to say what, but it's all down to Mark Devlin. So if you've been following him, you know what it is.
Not Mark Devlin.
I know, but you've got to make him feel better
Not Mark
sometimes.
Devlin.
But he's decided.
Oh,
I think it was him.
We're not puppets. We're not meat puppets.
No, shh. It stops me from needing to think about the
This
next
is
show.
like
I don't need to stay up all night
like
thinking
being John
about it.
Malkovich. He's inside our heads.
I just plug my phone into the big telly. We'll watch a movie. It's going to be great fun. And that's when we need no effort. Right, so shh. God. Right, anyway, but that'll be
has it
Halloween.
has it got boobs in it?
No, but it's Halloween.
Shite's sake.
It's Halloween. Right, it's going to be
Shite's
fun. It's going to be fun.
So
So,
tomorrow's budget, is it tomorrow?
is it? I'm not sure.
£1 million rebate for middle-aged tax for podcasters. Middle-aged
I'm
podcaster.
I'm not sure that's going to happen.
No, it's happening. I had a wet dream last night. My
Uh-huh.
first wet dream. And my wet dreams are like signs and portents. Because I have Romany blood.
Yeah.
Some can see a crystal ball.
You don't.
My
though.
balls are crystal through the night.
Oh God, I'm at that
And then
age
when
where
I
they feel
see-
crystal.
When I see
Cling.
when I see the wet spot in the bed, it's like tea leaves. I can read the future.
Well, that's romantic.
Money's coming our way.
That's like the princess in the pea. Is it nice? A nice drink. It's the princess that peed the bed,
I should.
and there was 100 mattresses, and a single drop of urine got to the bottom. A
That's
bit of blotting paper.
That's like alien blood.
Yeah, and that's,
That's
how
a
they knew she was a
rich gravy
princess.
diet.
Then people didn't want to say it was
Oh!
urine, so they said,
Oh,
"Oh, there's lots
fuck
of
off.
hair all over it. That's coming off of you. Am I going to have to tape these again? Mine's doesn't have that. Yours is covered in fucking fluff. That's off your face.
Oh fuck.
Jesus.
The have you heard of Abroad in Japan?
No.
It's. I was thinking.
Is this
long,
problematic?
I was thinking long and deep about Britishness or Scottishness or just our nature as a country.
Very
So,
amorphous.
Abroad in Japan, he's quite good. He's called Dick Abroad or something. Richard Abroad.
Okay.
Michael Broad. It doesn't matter. He's one of these guys who really fetishized Japan. So he went
Okay.
across there as an English teacher and he stayed. And he's quite successful. He's quite a big deal. And he's got a
Oh,
friend called
Emil.
Natsuki, who I love. Natsuki's brilliant.
Okay.
He's got a Welsh frenemy. He's got an American mate. And they go about. But as it's gone on, he's got himself this Canadian girlfriend. And she's like made him more business orientated.
Oh no.
So before he'd
All
push
the
a
fun's been taken
so
out
now
of
he's
it.
got a bar and he's got quite corporate. He does a lot of stuff for the Japanese
Okay.
tourist industry and whatever. They've kind of got a bit of fame, notoriety of late
Mhm.
because they've dissed Mr. Beast.
Okay.
And they say how all those fuckers are just about money.
Right.
And he particularly hates Logan Paul for that Suicide Forest stuff and all that.
Understandable.
So I quite like him. He comes across as quite a decent guy. But something happened in one I watched last night.
Oh.
And I suddenly thought, what do we think of ourselves? So
Oh.
he does 12 best food experiences in Japan.
Okay.
And this has been sponsored in some way because he's
Golfing
going
or
into
something.
really nice places.
Okay.
So he's trying like fucking all the different types of grilled foods. It looked really nice. Really, but he's kind of, his whole thing is, oh, it's so much better the food here in Japan. Back home is horrible.
Right. Okay.
And they go to a place, I think it's nigiri, so it's like this beautiful eel dish.
oh. Right. Okay.
So it's little pieces of grilled eel, and it's eel, very, very meaty looking fish, and it's all looking lovely, and they're all loving it.
okay.
And he says, so much better than back home, because they have jelly deals, and they're like, ugh, jelly, and they're like, oh,
You've
disgusting.
never had conger steak?
Jelly deals, ugh.
Yeah.
The next one they go to is the top sushi restaurant.
Okay.
So they're having all the wonderful sushi.
Mhm.
Right? What's one of the sushi dishes?
Jelly deals.
It's fucking an eel,
Uh-huh.
but it's a little piece of eel in a jelly with vinegar. That's fucking
Jelly
jelly
deals.
And they're like,
Well,
what
see-
the fuck is it with us? The stuff we do really well, but you go abroad and you fetishize their stuff. Like, it annoyed me. It's appeared behind his curtain.
I saw something,
Mm-hmm.
and this might go down the same route. When you get a Dundee guy, he
Yeah.
walks with his head down.
Yeah.
When I went to America, they walk with their head up.
It's because they've all got back injuries and the health service so terrible. They can't
That
move.
could be it, or there's a
They're
different
all on that.
attitude. We look down on ourselves here. We
But
really
like,
do. We really do.
Like, see what? People will come in. Foreigners will come into one of my works and they'll say, "Have you tried haggis yet?" That's all you say to people.
Yeah.
But haggis is really fucking good.
No, haggis is great. And my American friends that visited here tried haggis, and it was too spicy
It's
for them.
wonderful. Americans don't like a spice.
Well, I don't know. They were,
Not really.
But it's spicy and it's heavy and it's
lovely.
No,
There's
it's
things you can do
You
with
hear
it.
about bland food.
So we should really.
that exists. but-
You go abroad, everyone's better abroad. And I sometimes think some people that go abroad and live abroad, they think they're really living there, but they're not. Like
Oh,
he's
I
a
agree,
he's
yeah.
a YouTuber in Japan.
Yeah.
So he's living like a permanent holiday. When you're on holiday, places are fucking great.
Everything's great.
Everything's great. Every drink tastes better. Every morsel of food tastes better. So they've got this false
Kansas
notion-
City.
Right.
I went into Chaz Balls. It's long gone. It was this shop. And
Chaz Ball.
Chaz Balls.
With a Z.
No, just the way I pronounced it.
Okay.
Balls as in testicles. And I'd go in and it was all American food. And the guy had an apron on, working it behind and he was dead nice. And it was like, this was America. And I would get, because he knew I was on holiday, I'd get a free bag of sweeties every day to try.
Aye.
And I'd buy a coffee for myself and the homeless guy.
Uh-huh.
I think his name was Andre. I think
Was that you in the reflection? in
No,
the
there was a
mirror?
guy, there was a little...
Could I have one for myself and the
One for
homeless
him.
guy over there?
And I went across, and this guy said he invented the name Kansas City. He was wonderful. He was
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh.
And I just used to sit with him and have a coffee.
I bet
But
you
it
did.
doesn't matter. When I was in there, it was like America, blue
Yeah.
jeans, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
See, after a month, I just went up and went, I need toilet paper.
Yeah.
It was just, you lost it.
Yeah.
Holidays are great at 2 weeks.
What I'm saying is YouTubers have all got brain injuries. They're living
100%.
these weird lives.
Yeah, we're not YouTubers, though.
No, we're not
Our stuff's sort of on
YouTubers.
YouTube, but
Just
that's not one.
weird lives. And I felt, and he didn't realise, and I wonder if anybody pulled, because I never comment on YouTube videos.
Yeah.
I wonder if somebody pulled them up and said, that's just an eel. That's just jellied eels.
But I've heard this advice, and I give people this advice. If you're new to travelling, wherever you're going, say you're going to Germany,
Yeah.
read every book on it as a tourist. Read everything
That's
that
too much work.
no, but read everything you can about the country.
Does that not
from-
spoil it a little bit?
No. I'm making
don't
a
like
point.
to go blind
no,
to
I'm
something?
making a point.
Oh, cool.
I'm making a point.
Okay.
You have to hear it though.
Thanks, yeah.
Do your best.
I will.
Every tourist thing, a Lonely Planet, everything you
Yeah.
can about the country. Read novels
Hold on,
about
Lonely
it.
Planet gave Dundee 5 stars.
I know they're idiots. Oh, let me get to Lonely Planet. Wait, let me get to Lonely Planet. So, read everything you can about it.
Mein Kampf.
Go there, maybe not that, but go there
Uh-huh.
and find out that every book is wrong.
Yeah.
So, I heard this and I didn't realise what an extreme this is.
Mm.
I may have mentioned this before, but I went to Nepal. But in preparation, I was
Was
so
that
excited.
before Tibet?
Shut up. I got the Lonely Planet guide.
Ah, right, okay.
And on the front, there's a guy, this
Uh-huh.
holy man.
Oh, no.
He's an Indian guy that dresses up like that. So when you take a picture, he goes, give me
You
money.
see guys like in Edinburgh.
It's fake. Now, but it doesn't say that anywhere.
Oh,
It gives an impression of something very different.
right.
I read reviews on hotels. I read reviews on different places you visit. What did they visit? Now,
What do you
I
think
was-
the TripAdvisor then?
it's all bullshit.
You think
I-
TripAdvisor's all bullshit?
Yeah, because, well, even if it's real, it's not. I went with my flatmate to
Okay.
there.
Uh-huh.
She stood right beside me,
Totally different experience.
looking at the same things, taking the same pictures, and when you see them, they're like a different
Ah,
countries.
yeah.
There's 2 sets of photos,
Mm.
and they're completely different experience. And it's so strange.
Ken those people that photograph Dundee, but through that, that Scottish colour,
Yeah.
the purple heather.
Yeah.
There's all these people that take
Every
pictures of the
sunset
Scottish
now.
Highlands, you ever seen Scotland looking like that?
If
ever?
anyone's visiting Scotland
the
soon,
purple filter.
and you will be, we know you are, it's not purple. When you look at, you'll get to Edinburgh and you go, wow, this is fucking damp and grey. It's not purple.
There's a purple.
There's
It's
no.
so strange.
It's people choose this,
Yeah,
and
they do.
every fucking
There's a
waterfall and
photographer
river,
in my
long
hometown.
exposure.
A photographer in my hometown, and people like think he's the best. And I've seen photographs in my hometown. Oh, purple.
But isn't it true? Every
It's
bit of water
it's
you see
damaging.
is purple and long exposure. It's horrific. Now wait, I had the fan
Are
going,
people not?
but you've had this cough. You were coughing downstairs, so don't
I was
say it's just
coughing.
this
Yeah, it's a
room.
pain in the arse. No, it's a purple filter.
Yes,
And the other thing they do is Scotland's always overly tooted about with. It's just they don't just put a filter on. They put
there's always-
fanny about with it.
I've seen very popular pictures where you go, that mountain's not there.
No,
They'll just extend the background further out.
make it look bigger.
You can take off from fucking Glasgow at the fucking west coast of Scotland, and then you're up in the air for seconds, and you look across and see the east coast.
I watched a thing the
We're
other day.
tiny.
It was one of these Netflix shows about cars. Can they do up cars? I hate cars, but I love car done up videos
Okay, yeah.
because
okay.
they've always got the owner who's a cunt.
Yeah.
They've got a maniac, calls himself Crazy Bill or Caveman or something, and then there's a lassie with great big nails, massive tits, kids on. She's a mechanic.
Okay.
Anyway, I love it. And every week she tells you how she's a mechanic, not a spot of dirt on her.
Mm-hmm.
Lowrider jeans.
The way I wear them. Yeah.
Hey, these people deliver this fucking chassis thing of a car,
Okay.
and they've driven 3,000 miles. And I look it up, it's pretty much from Inverness to Moscow. And that's
my
how far they've travelled just to drop. And it's America's so vast, I didn't realise.
It's
Big.
driving it when I went on a wee trip, and we went to the Ozarks,
Oh, yeah.
and it's not even far away. I went, let's go.
Uh-huh.
Now, we know what a straight road is.
Yeah.
We have no idea.
No. Is it straight?
Do you know when you go down south and you start to get into the old roads that are old Roman roads?
Yeah.
And they go
Is
really
that like
straight.
freeways in America? Just
Not even a freeway, like an A route here. Just an old.
and is it straight?
Holy fuck, man. They're so fucking straight.
But you'd fucking lose your mind.
You could just put your feet through the steering wheel and fall asleep. You're not going off the road. You just go. It's unbelievable. It's so straight. And some of the straight roads have wee 90-degree turns in them. So you.
just to keep you awake.
No, to match the curvature of the earth.
Oh,
Isn't that weird?
that's strange.
So it's.
That's a straight road.
And the
That's
sky.
a straight road.
Because we are in
Is it a different sky over there?
completely different.
Oh,
It's called a big sky for a reason.
I never look at the sky.
Well, when we have a mass of clouds coming in,
What's a cloud?
it's
I've
a,
heard about them. I've
it's a
never
green
never seen
lumpy
one.
thing.
Aye.
So anyway,
Like a kind of potato mash.
I have pictures
Uh-huh.
where you're looking from one horizon right to the next, and it's just one massive storm coming towards you, and it's everything's just so big. It's quite impressive. Beautiful weather they have there.
Big flat.
But
They had that big meadows with the great tall grass.
it's so
It's all
flat
gone.
in Kansas. Right,
Uh-huh.
I think it's technically flatter than a pancake because of the
Okay.
height variation. But they had it's a hotel, and it's their only sort of skyscraper. There's a few of them, but it's
Yeah.
not that
Okay.
huge. But it's dark where you are, and you're watching the sun go down.
Oh, fuck.
You're watching
Well,
on
this-
the
I've-
building.
I've
It's
seen- I've
I've
seen-
never seen that.
I've seen photographs of early settlers. So say
Uh-huh.
a family from Dundee went across,
Mm-hmm.
and in Kansas or whatnot, but they were living in these sod houses,
Right.
just like made out of turf
Yeah.
and stones. But they'd all their belongings. They weren't a photograph, but they'd got all their belongings. So a piano, a wardrobe, and they had out. But they didn't know what to do themselves. Because in Dundee, in Scotland, there's always someone behind you.
There's always something
But
about.
in Kansas and that, there's nothing. So you look awkward.
To be fair, I've never felt. You're in a big city in Kansas City, but I've never felt more isolated.
Oh.
Because here's another thing. I'm used to being somewhere where water is just over the hill, the sea.
The
or
sea's
something.
close. Yeah.
There's nothing for like 1,500
Oh, I
miles.
wouldn't like that.
Now,
I need to smell the sea.
the next thing.
I wish I'd smell more sea than Fife because we're smelling Fife a lot. lately.
Another thing, it's so dry. So we went out one day, and it was minus 17.
But no
degrees.
snow. No snow.
No ice.
No ice.
Nothing. It's just
No
dry.
moisture, dry.
But the cold is unbelievable.
Jeez.
And then the hot's unbelievable. But
What's
you take
Kansas
off.
famous for?
being Kansas, really, being a
Hmm.
crossroads, it's actually built as a crossroads,
Okay.
north and south, east and west. And when you take off, you can see the roads and the train tracks,
Oh.
but you're getting higher and higher, and you never see the end of them. It's just a straight
Oh, that would
line.
drive you nuts, wouldn't it?
It's quite incredible.
The range
Impressed me.
wars and all that.
It impressed me, but it's just so it is, and lots of farms with nothing growing on it, and just
I think farming's become very industrialised in America. See the big lagoons of cow shit?
yeah. But these farms, some of them had a sign on them
They have to keep
saying they were
Chris,
subsidised not to
keep
grow.
Chris away from it. Keep
Yeah.
sneaking in with a big twiddly straw.
Sucking it.
Try to soak it all that. Imagine
So-
him.
That's Kansas. It's flat, but you know what? I found Kansas to be very
Charming.
good working class people.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
But it's like when you go anywhere in the world, they go, "Oh, Americans are this and that.
Oh, God,
they're
no.
French."
Is it
Wherever
eight,
you go,
is it
it's
8
just-
days to the election?
It's just people. I
8
think.
days.
Is it?
Elon was out again.
He thinks he's going to be running it.
Elon and Hulk Hogan. I'm more bothered about like Musk than I'm Trump.
To be fair, if Trump wins, now I know our American friends will be really upset at me saying this, but I would like to see what happens when Musk and Hulk Hogan run in the whole
No,
place.
I don't think they're intending to give Hulk Hogan anything, are they?
Department of Defense.
Smashing.
He'll just go, you know.
His penis will be so small.
Oh my god! Apparently very red.
Because
Have you seen his sex video?
Bubba the Love Sponge
Yeah.
is doing his wife. And his wife she not got tits like Haggis's?
No, he was doing his wife
Was he doing Bubba the
Bubba's
Love
wife,
Sponge's
yeah.
wife? Oh, that's nice.
because they were
Well,
swingers.
he's in the thrall of Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel's like another South African fucking apartheid baby, isn't he?
They do like them.
They're horrible people, man.
Oh god!
Yeah. Can the BBC now has to call Twitter X officially?
Why do they have
They
to?
used
They're
to
going to get
call it-
sued or something.
They used to call it X, formerly known as Twitter, but now
It
they
was
just
just
call
a-
it X.
Everyone calls it Twitter.
X is
You go on to any site, like with the
Yeah.
podcast, if you've got to put up your notifications, it's Twitter. No one
We-
calls it X.
there's no like all my like friends things requests has been from booby girls for like months now.
I showed you.
It's a waste of time.
I don't use Instagram,
No,
but my business puts up stuff automatically.
which
But
is you
when
as well.
You go on to, I'll never look at it, but when
No.
you go onto the search, under the search, it's just tits.
Yeah,
And you have to actually start searching
you get
stuff,
fed
and then
up.
slowly.
Can you get tit blindness?
Yes.
Can
That's
how-
what you don't. Right. If you got like 50 girls just with their tits,
Well,
what are you looking at? You're not looking at any.
no.
But when something comes up like, oh, here's a new mountain bike, you go, oh, what's that? And
Ken
then,
how the Inuit had those shades with the slits
yeah,
for tit blindness? Would it be a tit?
yeah, just two tits, like one on each eye. Your eyes essentially
No, tit.
round.
Yeah, with a
Yeah,
tit.
it doesn't really work
What
because
if
we're
it,
round with a wee bit
what
in the
about
middle.
if it jiggled? Can you get
Our
those,
eyes jiggle.
Can you get those things that are the eyes on the end of springs?
Yeah,
If it was just jiggly tits,
but that's not how tits work.
I'm not sure. Are
I'm
you
not sure either. I've just the only thing I know about tits is
I'm trying not to
Instagram.
criticise you. About housekeeping, I've been getting some pelters.
You've been getting an absolute
Now,
brutal attack the other
people
day.
were attacking me saying I'm not nice to you. Now, people seem to forget this is we're not us. We're characters. This is all a performance.
But
in
people were
real
pointing
life,
out there
in
was
real life, I fucking hate them.
But there was people pointed out there was a change in you,
Oh, change.
and I don't know what it was. But I was witness to this. So
I
we're
got-
just sitting having a coffee, and you got shit from everybody,
Some women were having a go at me. I could smell it.
and one just appeared from nowhere
Because when women get
and
annoyed,
started giving you shit.
when women get annoyed, they give off that skunky smell.
It was
So there's a smell of skunk.
it was quite shocking, and you
Yeah.
just stood there going, "What?"
Oh,
So you just looked out the window, pretended it wasn't happening. I saw you retreated.
yeah.
You retreated, and
into my shell.
you had no response. You just
No,
stood
I'm
there
like, what?
taking shit
So yeah,
because
you ha-
you bully me.
Well, what I thought was, for a moment, I looked at you, and you suddenly became a
What?
Gaddafi,
What?
and the two
I thought you were going to say
no,
human.
Gaddafi,
Oh.
and your hair become this jet black
Yeah.
colour. And I looked at
And
you.
all my women.
They look like the female bodyguards.
I'd love that.
For a moment, it was like a time slip.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird.
It was a strange day, but it was very funny because for once I wasn't getting shit.
Yeah.
So Patreon. Let's go
Well,
to.
let's hear it.
Let's go to who's.
Now, come on, bring me some good stuff.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Stacey.
Can I find before we start?
What?
Can I find out? Right.
What?
ITV in the morning. You've got BBC and you've got
Okay.
ITV.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I understand.
I no longer watch ITV because ITV had Nigel Farage on a programme.
Oh dear.
So I thought don't lighten that, man.
I
It's
under-
horrible. So I'll
yeah.
never watch it again.
I understand.
Flicking through the channels this morning, and BBC were going on about the Women's Amputee Football Club.
Okay.
And I'm just not interested in football.
Okay.
So why would I be interested in football with people with one leg?
Okay.
That's just the way I roll. So I
Mhm.
switched it over to ITV. And it's Andy Peters loading a plane with stuff.
Mhm.
Andy Peters, all the way through the ITV show, tries to get you to sign up. It's like a kind of lottery bingo thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thinking, he's looking a bit arshy. But I'm thinking, what the fuck is Andy Peters doing this for? He's not just employed. It's him. He's got a
No.
franchise. He runs that business. So within ITV's GMTV,
I've never seen
Andy-
that advertised.
Andy
Did they
Pe-
let you know that?
Andy Peters owns it. So when he's talking faking, he's been to Tibet and he's on the place and he's selling the tickets. That's his baby. So I looked into Andy Peters. In North London,
Mhm.
he's a portfolio luxury property and he also owns non-NHS dentists. Andy Peters is a very successful and powerful man.
I understand that, but he's such a dick.
He's horrible.
Did you see when he almost lost his tongue to TV when he kissed, or his lips when he kissed a plasma TV like 30 years ago or 20 years ago? It was when plasmas first came out and they run like at 1,000 degrees
They played
and he
a,
kissed it.
they played a prank on him where he was doing like kind of Danny Baker style, going to people's houses.
Right.
And he had to chap at a door and they had a fake, like they had a dog bark.
Uh-huh.
But he's all like that, Andy Peters.
Oh, he's scared of dogs.
No,
though.
but he's roided up like fuck.
He has a lot
So he
of
shit
muscle.
himself, really
Yeah.
shit himself. And I thought that's a bit embarrassing for him.
Yeah.
But then they let a flousy kind of woman try and seduce him, and he was more repulsed by the woman than he was by the dog.
How wonderful.
I hate Andy Peters. He can
I don't
fuck
like
him.
him. I don't like him.
But it turned out everyone liked Schofield,
Mm-hmm.
who Andy Crane,
Andy Crane,
Peters.
yeah. I don't think Andy Crane's been up to anything.
Crane's only
I
one
think he
that's
just
untouched.
seems normal.
Crane's normal.
Yeah.
But
Good for him.
It's Schofield Peters.
What we need is Andy Crane to come back on TV and save it.
What
with
happened
a
to
bit
Pat Sharp?
Pat Sharp's still going for ages.
Is he?
Short hair now.
Is he?
Bald.
Ken,
Probably.
who was on? Can I saw on the telly the other day? Gary Davies.
Oh, is he still going?
Yeah, he looks awful.
Oh, God. But he's be about
90.
80. Yeah.
But he came Aberdeen, the Radio 1 route, and he's like that. It was terrible. Ken, as soon as it was off,
Yeah.
he just turned his back to the crowd.
oh,
And us,
what a
all the
dick.
Aberdonians were like throwing batteries at him and stuff.
Yeah.
Cunt. Anyway, nobody even knows who Gary Davies is anymore, do they?
That's the way things are changing.
Ken,
Let's
he
go
was on
back
the
to a
TV
few
this
shows
morning.
ago. What?
I was just thinking about the UK.
This is not your first coffee, is it?
No, I was just thinking about UK. Sandy Toksvig was on this morning,
Mm-hmm.
and I was repulsed by her.
As normal.
And why I was repulsed by her, she looks like Tom Cruise, but she just had this. I've suddenly realised Stephen Fry's the same.
Mm-hmm.
They're these people who are, on the surface, quite successful,
Mm-hmm.
vaguely entertaining,
Mm-hmm.
but they move in a circle. Like she was at the wedding of Bjorn.
Yeah. They're
And
bloated socially, shall
Yeah.
we say. Yes.
Stephen
I know what
Fry,
you mean.
great friends with the royal family.
Yeah.
This country's needing the crust.
We need that gone.
We need the cream.
We need Andy Crane. If he has an MBE,
Yeah.
fuck off. But if he doesn't,
Yeah.
if he
You
doesn't,
know what I mean? But all these people, why is Sandy Toksvig was on my telly when I was a kid. Remember number 73?
Mm-hmm.
She's been on the telly ever since.
40 years.
And she's pretending, she was kind of going on about how she's had it tough.
Yeah.
Because she's a lesbian and they've tried to cancel her. They've not made a very good job of it, have they?
Because you've had a 40-year
You've had
career
a
of
40-year
constantly being
constantly
on TV.
been on my telly.
I hear that from a lot of people. Oh, we're getting cancelled. We're not allowed to speak. When they're saying it from the biggest podcasts in the world and everything. You're like, this doesn't make sense.
It drives me slightly potty.
I almost cancelled us today.
Roland Rivron, you don't see.
Yeah, what's he done?
He got into the Meow Meow and fell in love. and he's just never been on the TV since.
Oh, happens. So,
Did you watch Rogan and Trump?
you know what? My girlfriend wanted to see it, so I put it on. It was terrible. It was the softest, easiest.
You know what?
I
The
just
thing that really got me is Rogan's let be known he thinks that Trump's a really good comedian. You're like, but you. How
But
can
yeah,
you
he's
judge?
a
You're the
terrible
worst.
comedian. No, what's happened, and it annoys me, is he said he didn't want to bring Trump on because he didn't want to influence things. But he said,
That's
if we just
very-
have a chat, we're not influencing.
It's very.
Oh, you're not
influential.
influencing people. Do you have advertisers? Did Spotify pay you hundreds of millions?
He's the
you
other.
influence
The
people.
other guy had Trump on as well.
It's like,
But what's weird about
Schultz.
it is Schultz, no, the other one as well. The one
oh,
you
what's the fucking guy called?
the redneck guy.
Tony
He had him on.
Hinchcliffe.
No, did
He
you?
was at the big conference doing a bit, and he was doing, it was like racist, and he was Make America Great Again. There was nothing ironic about it.
The thing about Trump is, it's so overheated. Like they say, Trump's got dementia. Trump's not got dementia.
Mm-mm.
Trump's actually, for a man of his age,
He's sharp,
got all
yeah.
his faculties.
Yeah.
The I don't know who's going to win, but I think the Democrats are falling into that trap again. They're like that. If you don't vote for us, you're fucking an imbecile.
Yeah, if you start that nonsense, you're just
fucked.
insulting
You're
people.
just doing what Hillary Clinton did.
Oh.
I think Trump could well win.
I just don't know at the moment.
It's bonkers.
Because I can't say, because last time I thought there's no possible way that
Yeah.
Donald Trump's going to
No,
be
I think
president.
he's
Well, he
gonna-
was. I was wrong.
But no, Rogan's.
Rogan is a fucking... But again, if he's got money, he must be smart.
Yeah,
It doesn't mean a thing. He's a dumb fuck.
yeah.
I saw him the other day.
2.5
He's going,
hours.
I don't employ people. I don't have a small... It's just me and Jamie and one guy that does some editing. We're just a small organisation. But he's got his own fucking militia of ex-Navy SEALs that go everywhere where he goes.
Does he?
He's got an army. He has an
Oh.
army that hang about in his
Oh,
studio.
Can we get an army? I want an army.
But what are we going to get? Ex-Dundee squaddies?
No,
Fuck's
Mark
sake.
Sturton with a big sock full of pool balls.
He'll probably have his own.
Mark,
Sock and everything.
he could bodyguard us plus write his scripts.
Wonderful.
Him and his brother,
At the same time,
yeah,
we'll make a wee desk for him. You know,
A
one of the
desk.
fold-out...
sitting out in the corridor.
Out in the... Yeah, in the corner.
Give him a
here.
hat. Oh, he'd
Oh,
love
God,
that.
a
wouldn't he?
badge
A
with his
badge.
name on it so he doesn't forget.
Because he would forget. We'd have to have it back to
Upside
front up,
down,
so
yeah.
he could see it in the mirror.
Oh, God. Because he
got
would just
plans.
wonder who he was. Stacey King. Morning, mofos.
Stacey's reliable. I like Stacey.
Reliable. Quick one to say my dad made it through his
Oh,
operation.
hey, that's good news.
He was down for 5 hours, but it's been a lot of pain over the weekend. But he was in good spirits on Saturday when I visited him.
I once had
It's
a shit for
healing
5
pain.
hours.
It's healing pain. We're so happy
It's
to
a way
hear
it
he's
gets
doing
it,
well.
it'll get that itchy way.
Oh, it'll be horrible for a while, but it will pass.
Yeah.
Really happy to hear that. Really happy
A good
to hear
thing. A good thing for bruising is that Arnicare stuff. Arnica.
that. Arnica?
It's a cream, and it really helps with bruising.
Oh, I heard someone say something about Dundee housewives have that in their bag.
Because
I'm not going to make that joke.
When I got my hernia operation, it was very bruised, and I put it on. It worked a treat. It's worked a treat.
I don't heal well. I've never healed
No.
well.
No.
But
You
about
like-
6 weeks ago, I bumped my elbow.
Oh.
Dead light.
Uh,
Do you know where I done it? Right here.
oh.
During the show, I went, dink.
It's like you've got scurvy.
It's fucking sore.
Because you know with scurvy,
Yeah. It's,
and when you're in the grip
it's
of
never
scurvy,
went away.
see, I've split my head open.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a kid, that reopens. All your own wounds reopen.
I would bleed to death in about 3
oh
seconds.
God, I'd just be in bits.
I've had over 90 stitches.
It would be like fucking Hellraiser.
And I've done my own
The
stitches
two
as
of us
well.
would just be in bits.
Just go, it's not good.
And inside,
I'm glad to hear that, Stacey. That's
really
good.
good. That's really good.
Fair Fight 14. Hi, guys. What's the biggest thing that changed in Dundee lately? Can you please get
I
going
know.
on in VR at the start of November? Regards, Retro Box Room.
Oh,
I'm going to
fuck
do it.
you.
I was using my VR last night.
Biggest thing that happened in Dundee?
Yeah.
They've demolished the Jet Garage. And
yeah,
just
that's,
so
that's
much,
upset you.
so much nostalgia.
And what's it going to be?
Student flats.
Yeah.
The
everything's
whole of
student flats.
Dundee is luxury student flats.
Yes, luxury.
It's not for Dundee students.
No.
though. St Andrews students.
How could you possibly afford these? You could get a flat in Dundee, right, for a whole month what they're charging a week.
It's wild.
It's I just can't believe it's so
It
expensive.
the model, they must be getting some kind of funding from it.
Just go and get a
Well,
flat.
down from here,
Buy a house.
next to my vets, they built a new student flat, and then they thought, oh, this is good. We've gone this up fast. So, oh, we'll build another one. And then
then
they thought, we'll build
another
third
one.
So they've built 3 that got planning permission. This is all brown site.
You can't even see the fucking
Brownfield.
the sky.
No.
It's just these huge.
They're quite nice flats. They're
Now,
quite...
what did they spend on doing that mural?
How much?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying that
I never
wasn't
saw it
cheap.
happen. I went up overnight.
I don't know how they've done it.
I think it was... Right, see round from here,
Yeah.
there was the next to the pub, there was that woman, she was a fat, she made clothes. I think it was like underwear and stuff.
Okay.
Celia Fox.
Don't know.
And I watched this happen. So there's a big, really rough stone wall, and they came out with a sheet, and the guy had it on the end, and they rolled it along, and then they had a heat gun, and it went straight onto the wall.
Is that what that is? Because I never saw anyone
No,
working
I
on
don't
it.
think
There was
that
no
was sprayed.
scaffolding. There was nothing.
No, nothing. I think
Weird.
it's just they've rolled
Whole
it down.
building.
Yeah, wild, isn't
That's
it?
good. That's good.
Maybe a printer.
Because it's really accurate. Well, you do get spray printers like that for walls.
It doesn't have a man-made look.
No,
but on the
it's-
bottom there is a signature.
It looks printed.
Who
yeah.
did that? When
It's
did they
amazing.
do that? Because we see everything around
We
here.
watch everything.
If we don't see it, somebody comes
We
and
watch
tells
this
us.
fucking corridor. We watch that corridor.
I heard something.
People.
We need to get a peephole.
So what else has changed in Dundee? A lot of change has been happening in Dundee, but oh god, they sound happy across
Simpering,
there.
yeah.
Ugh,
Fuck that show.
simpering.
Stop.
A lot's happening, but I
Can
think
we do
we're
some calligraphy in a beautiful handwriting that goes, fuck calligraphy?
put it on our door. Yeah, so that's probably it. The Jet Garage got knocked down because that seems to have really
I'm going to go to
affected
them
you.
and say, guys, I'd like to contract you to do a lot of calligraphy for
Mhm.
me for a big corporate event. One stipulation, could you do it in Comic Sans?
Oh, Comic Sans.
Could you do Comic Sans calligraphy?
I saw a poster. It was online. And you know all the death metal bands, you can't read their
Oh,
logos.
I love that.
and
sure.
right in the middle, there was one in Comic
Oh,
Sans.
That's
everyone knew it.
Absolutely beautiful.
But there was like 20 bands and you just couldn't read
Wait,
what their name.
Talking of Friday, when this
Lovely.
lady, what's her name's coming?
We're not saying. We'll just leave it as a surprise.
Well, is it a coincidence that I went down the street the other day and there was a Ford white sports car with MILF Hunter on the front of it?
Don't. No, we're not. Right. We're not going down that route.
Is somebody here?
Chris Shadowins. Good morning, gents. A Dundee man is set to appear in court today for allegedly setting fire to cars in 5 separate incidents. Just wanted to wish you luck, Derek, and let you know where to send Scratch Jazzmatic for added currency on the inside. Cheers and have a good show. Now, a lot of
That
people assume
periodically happens, yeah.
when there's fires, it's me because I made one joke like 2 years ago.
Dundee, Drew Barrymore's here just lighting the place up.
The people that don't understand, there was or weren't here for the show at the time. There was a building called Robertson's and it had been emptied for years. And notoriously in
Wonderful.
Dundee,
Wonderful.
if a building's empty for a while, it burns
And it was
down.
a beautiful building.
Art Deco.
And they had plans for it. It was all tiles.
They were going to leave the outside and put a hotel on the inside
get
of the
you.
bit. Oh, it was lovely, but not make it part of it. It was going to be a very bizarre,
yeah.
really nice. But it burnt down. Now, on the podcast that day, I went, I'm going to go there and fucking burn it down. And that night it burned down.
Fuck.
So
I
our
went down
fans
to watch it burn. I was
put it
on a night
on
out.
Twitter that it was me that did it.
I was on a night out and watched that place burn. There was ashes coming down like it was raining.
Incredible.
What happened was,
Yeah.
well, there's nothing on the waste ground. They had all these
It's
plans to build
And
stuff.
now it's empty.
Empty, nothing's happened. A window was left open,
Uh-huh.
and when the kids had broken in, there was matches and cans of petrol lying
Mhm.
about. It's like next to here, a guy started moving in tyres. Remember?
About 1,000 tyres.
I thought, well, I'll have to store these 1,000 tyres somewhere.
and all this petrol.
And the next day, the whole lot burnt, but it didn't burn down quick enough.
Yeah.
He was wanting to
The whole
flatten the whole
thing.
place, but it just burned down a wee bit.
The Robertsons thing, what annoys me about it is they wouldn't give anyone
That would have
planning
been
permission.
lovely. That would have been beautiful.
They couldn't get planning permission because this is a protected building. So it burns down to the ground. There's nothing left, right? Nothing left of it. Even a wall. There's nothing. They didn't scan it. There's no proper record of it. So it's now
No.
gone forever.
Obliterated. The signs in the McManus, it's all burnt and melted and crunched.
It was our 9/11.
It was our
It was more
9/11.
tragic.
I have heard,
Yes.
you know, the Mitchell Centre.
Yes. It's not getting knocked down. is it?
No,
Flats.
there's a chance. No,
What?
people could get access to it for studios
Because
if people put a proposal together.
the Mitchell Centre's a good building. For studios.
There's things happening here. This could all be moving.
Oh.
People could think, fuck this rent.
Well, I've heard other things about another place getting built very close to here. It's just for
Behind
artists.
us. Behind us.
Yeah, so there's going to be,
We built this shit.
you know what I mean?
Could we scan this like a Glasgow School of Art
Yeah,
and rebuild exactly?
exactly. I have that on my iPad.
Could you do that?
I can scan
Exactly.
it in 3D. It's
Could you
amazing.
scan me in it?
It's great. I'm doing animation at home.
Oh, okay.
And do you know what I was
Sex
doing?
stuff.
I took my iPad into one of the really badly painted underpasses, you know, the tunnels, and I scanned it all, put it in, and I could put
You,
my
if the police
animations
had
for it.
found you, they'd be wondering what the fuck
No,
is
it's
doing.
perfectly normal. It looks really nice.
There's a
looks really
guy I
good.
saw once. Is this lunatic woman? She's glad. I'm glad she's dead now, but she made people's lives a misery during lockdown. But her son, who was a poor bastard, he did 3D scanning of stuff.
Right, okay.
And there's footage of him in the house in Dundee, and this is what he's doing.
Mine's isn't so bad. I can
can im-
walk.
I can
walk.
imagine you doing that.
Because mine has LiDAR on it. And it
LiDAR.
it's like radar,
yeah, yeah.
and it bounces, and you get these single points.
Is it like Predator vision?
No, it comes out in full colour.
Oh.
You can scan.
Came when he sees the Matrix.
Now, here's what I can do. I can scan this room in every detail,
Oh,
and then people can visit and look around the room and everything.
let's do that.
I could do that.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I could put the file up. It's easy.
Let's do that.
I'll do that. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
let's get on with the show.
Oh, there's a show.
Now, this is part 2. The last one was about my comfort.
I forget about everything.
About my comfort, and you got mad at me because I was not wearing shoes in bed and I was doing all this, and you were just
I
saying,
didn't get mad at you.
yeah, you're saying you're in your 50s and you're figuring this out.
You're exasperating.
Let me tell you something.
You're sarsaparilla.
Let's get to it.
Oh,
Because
hold on, you've done more life changes.
no. I'm going to call this show Abandon
Oh, have you changed your mind?
because I need to live with abandon. I'll tell you why.
Gay abandon. Oh, you're taking your specs off.
Wait, I can't see anything.
Have you got 3 pairs of specs? Oh no, this is not good.
I'm going to wear the specs that I like all the time. These are my favourite. Right? Now this is, you know what? On Saturday, I tried to be comfortable.
And now hold on, could we? The bitches, the handmaidens of fucking Cerebus, who was having a go at me the other day. Look at this.
Wait,
If
no,
I sit here and bite my tongue,
shit.
that's the kind of specs fucking Bono wears, but he's
Yep.
got glaucoma.
Hold on. Right, so I can't see, so I've got to wear 2.
Jesus
pairs.
Christ.
Just wait.
I was thinking the other day, my life's taking some rum old turns, but this is just the rummest.
On Saturday, I sat down and I said to my girlfriend, from when I wake up, right,
You give a me day.
from when yes,
Okay.
I'm going to put into practice
The perfect
all
day.
the right. So I got up and it was quiet.
What time did you get up? Set the scene here, mate.
About 5:30.
Okay, did you play with the
went
cat?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
It was
okay.
wonderful. And then I go through the kitchen and make myself a cup of tea, but with no noise. Just make a cup of tea.
No noise.
And I went and got a book.
Oh.
Salem's Lot.
Okay.
So I opened Salem's Lot on page I've been reading for quite a while, so I opened it to page 4
Okay.
and continued
Have you
my
got a little
reading.
bookmark? Slice
And I
of
got-
bacon.
I make bookmarks. I had a
Oh,
bookmark.
I forgot about
Fuck's
that.
sake.
No, I
So
forgot.
anyway, have I made you a bookmark?
No, you've not.
I'm going to make you a bookmark. So I'm reading away,
Are you
having my cup
stood
of tea.
reading or sat?
I'm sat.
Okay.
I've got a table. I'm sitting at it, and the cat's sitting there, and he's just getting comfy. He's had his food and everything. So he's just getting comfy. So I'm reading it, and I felt this little tightness in my chest. Oh, that's weird. I'm having a heart attack. Right?
No, I think you feel it doing an arm.
Anyway, I put the book away.
Uh-huh.
I've done a ton of reading. I've read about 4 lines. So I put it away.
Uh-huh.
And then I go through to the living room.
Uh-huh.
And now usually I would put on something like 3 screens, everything going at
You've
once.
said this, overstimulated.
So you know what I done? I put on my new iPad Pro and I put on a documentary, right?
Uh-huh.
And it was on like the jungle and
Oh,
everything.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
an educational one.
Okay.
And I went, oh, this little pain in my chest. And I
Increased.
started getting, my shoulders started aching. Like you've got a cold and you get the aching bones. It started aching, right? So then it continued. I thought, I'm not going to work today. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go online and catch up with the sort of zeitgeisty news because I like to be in, because you really read the news. So I'm going to try and keep up on things. Lovely.
Keep going.
So I started reading it. My shoulders started, it went into my
It's
elbows.
getting worse.
It's going into my hands.
Okay, that thing Celine Dion's got.
Yeah, it's like that.
Right.
So I look at my feet.
Could
bare
you take
feet.
those off? Because it's making it hard to look at you.
Fuck's sake, they're my cool glasses.
They're not.
They're really cool.
Okay.
So I get.
I had a pager back in the day that was the same colour as that.
Isn't it sexy
Remember
as fuck?
pagers?
Women love it.
A pager.
Well, the glasses.
Okay.
So I look at my feet. They're
Uh-huh.
bare. And I start worrying. I get worried. I don't, what am I worrying about? I don't know. Here's what happened. I tried to relax and I fucking hate it. I hate being comfortable. I hate being at the right temperature. I hate warm meals. I hate fucking everything.
You like to be.
But I persisted with it. And at the end of the day, I had the worst day of my
The
life.
weird thing is,
What?
see if you want to breed a rose, a beautiful, beautiful rose,
Mm-hmm.
you don't mollycoddle it.
What do you do?
You fucking.
Yeah, but that's not for
You're
you
like
to do
a
to me.
rose.
You're
You're
not
like-
improving me.
I'm improving
You
you.
think you're better than me. That's why you look
I
down
don't-
on
I don't
me.
think I'm better
Yeah, you
than
do.
you.
You
No,
look down on
I
me and you
don't-
go, I'm going to improve him.
I don't think I'm better than you. I don't think I'm better than anyone.
But you do.
I'm better than the Dundee Spaceman.
People that write fancy writing. So, here's what happened.
So you think you've tried to mollycoddle yourself?
I'm going back to the abandon. I'm going back to what I'm good at. So,
Misery.
Sunday, I got up and I'm
Slapped yourself in the face.
put my boots on.
Put broken glass in your boots.
Put my boots on, and you know what I went and had? I got fish the night before, and I didn't eat it all. And in the fridge, there was a cold bit of breaded fish.
Get that.
I ate it, and it was lovely.
Can we should do piss in your pants and then pull them on?
I'm going to do it.
Just do
and
it.
you know what? I've got rules now. I've got fucking rules.
Uh-huh.
4 times a day I have to dance. I love dancing.
Okay.
4 times a day. Right, and I put it.
No, is this you? Is
I-
this? Hold
I
on.
spent the whole day dancing to Mustard Plug.
So the dancing, that's not the mollycoddling yourself. That's the.
Abandon.
That's like you're like
Abandon.
you're like a Saudi
Do you see
car.
me looking into the distance?
You're one
my
of the
glasses.
Emperor of the known universe of shock troops. That's what you're.
I'm doing what I want.
You're like a Spartan,
I'm doing what I want.
and you think dancing's part of a Spartan
Not only
lifestyle.
that, I've got a brand new pair of trainers I haven't worn yet.
Ah,
I wore them in bed.
give them to a tramp to wear
No, I
them.
wore them in bed. I wore them in bed because they're brand new. I wear and just because it's bed, I've never worn socks. I put socks on, trainers, and I lay back and I was
You're
like, I'm
fully
so
clothed in your bed.
not fully clothed. I'm just wearing trainers.
You're like that's like plotting the landscape. That's what he does. Because
I've been doing this all my life.
but so he climbs into his sleeping bag fully clothed.
No, I don't fully clothed. I'm not wearing anything apart from that.
Just
Just socks and trainers. That's what I've always done. Where do you wear your socks and trainers?
In your mind, do you think you're like fucking what's his name, Matt Dillon?
No, you're thinking Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
Yeah, Damon.
If
Matt
you got
Damon.
if you got like a bug out bag,
Yes.
who's coming to get you?
Nobody, because I've got a bug out bag. I'm ready. So I'm dancing 4 times a day, right? I was dancing. I done my workout in the morning, and then I
A
done.
workout.
Yeah, I have to do it because I can't walk anymore. So I've
Okay.
got to do. It doesn't
Have you
matter.
got an exercise bike?
No, because I can't keep my leg on it, man.
You could sellotape it to it.
I could, but I don't have it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I do my workout. Then I put on Mustard Plug. Now, anyone
what's
that knows
Mustard
Mustard
Plug?
Plug, it's like ska from the 90s.
Okay.
But it's joyous. It's joyous. And I got up and I'm fucking dancing. Right?
You should
Cat-
dance to
I was
Depeche
dancing
Mode.
so much. I was dancing to Depeche Mode last night.
I love.
Isn't that
Depeche-
funny?
I love Depeche Mode.
And I'm going to say something, and I mean it. The greatest song ever written by a long way is Bronski Beat, Small Town Boy.
Okay.
It's the greatest song ever written, recorded, performed.
What a voice. What a voice.
It's perfection.
He's wonderful.
I can't fault it.
Love.
You can't fault it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
He's the gayest man that's ever lived, I think.
He's wonderful.
He's just a glory.
He's a
I know
fucking national
somebody-
treasure.
I know somebody, a guy I used to work with, his daughter was his PA.
Really
And charming man.
charming. And have you seen
Charming.
him? He's walking his dog, I think in Brighton,
Yeah.
and someone's singing his song Buskin, and he joins
Oh,
in.
What a
And
voice.
the voice.
Yeah.
Some people lose their voice as they get older. He's
no,
got it.
especially at that voice.
He's
he's
got,
got it, yeah.
Oh my God, he's
Have you been
wonderful.
listening to any of the new Cure songs?
I haven't.
That's so
I haven't, but I've got the album.
Man,
I'm
have
gonna
you got
listen
the
to
album?
I got
It's-
it. So I'm going to listen to the
It's
whole thing.
wonderful.
It's
It's a bit of
I'm old school.
nostalgia. I love the Cure.
The Cure are great. I'm very old school in this sense because I've got an MP3 well, a WAV player, and
Okay.
it's a proper Sony Walkman one.
Wonderful.
They made them years ago. They've never updated them, and you still get them new. But the sound quality on them is not your
Okay.
phone. It's fucking great.
Okay.
They're about £70. You can still get them. I think
Uh-huh.
they're only 4 gig or something. The sound quality is excellent. So when I was riding my bike or I was going out anywhere, or now I just can sit in the house.
Mm-hmm.
But I put that on with
Okay.
a big set of headphones,
Okay.
nice close back,
Okay.
AKGs, actually the same as these.
Okay.
Sounds wonderful. You can have a great time just listening to music without the stimulation of videos and stuff like
Okay.
that. But then I also disagree with that because I've now got not only 2 screens on, I've got my phone on, my tablet,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
read a book and headphones, all doing different
This
things.
is you. This is you going down flaming.
I love it. I love it. I'm
This-
so happy.
You're a tornado and you're crashing.
I put the tablet on and I was watching this documentary
Uh-huh.
like this. I need something to do.
Imagine- Imagine you're like a 90-year-old man still
I brushed
doing
the cat.
this.
I brushed the cat.
I think you'll lose the ability.
I love it. No, I don't need noise. I need. Last night,
Imagine old folks' homes for our generation.
I went to bed, phone in my hand, right,
Clutching it.
like that,
Mm-hmm.
listening to music
Uh-huh.
through one headphone,
Okay.
and the tablet was on with the Joe Rogan Trump interview. I was doing all 3. I love it. I love it. I've got to do more. I was so unhappy being calm and comfortable.
okay.
I've got to be uncomfortable. I've got to be overstimulation all the time. I've got to have it going on all the time. I've got to be going in from the left, in from the right, bottom, top, in, front, back. It doesn't matter. I need it all the time. If I don't get it, I hear the screaming.
You could burn out. I think you could burn out.
I've been doing this since I've been a kid.
And look at
Everything
the
all the
state of you.
time.
I think you could burn out.
All the time.
The thing is, mate, my concern,
Yeah.
this is coming from a place of,
Well,
I was going to say,
dancing.
place of love. No, not love.
This show
is
is
coming
love.
from a-
This show is love.
This is coming from a place of slight interest.
Okay.
Because nobody else can do all this stuff. The stimulating yourself to that degree
Mm-hmm.
is speeding up what time you have left.
No, I'm feeling it. I'm
Yeah,
feeling
no.
it. I've always been at full speed.
No,
I'm feeling
no,
it.
No,
I've got
No.
stuff to do. I've got things to
no,
do.
you need to slow it down just a little bit
I was listening
because you
to
said on your
L7
phone-
last night.
Yeah,
I was.
remember when bus journeys used to be boring as fuck?
I don't know how I'd done it.
They're not boring now.
I don't know how I'd done it.
They happen like that.
I used
It's-
to,
mate.
you
It's
know,
almost fucking Christmas.
3 times a week. I'd go to London
So,
on the
yeah,
bus and
yeah.
back. I don't know how
An
I'd done it,
age.
but I got this skill where I sit on a bus. I'm asleep. I wake up at Heathrow.
Plane's an hour and a half flight. I
Now,
can just put a podcast.
The
on.
last time I was coming up
Wild.
from London, I
Mhm.
watched a Rambo film on the phone.
Okay,
Right,
goes by in no time.
and you're just like
No
8
time.
hours. I had a few films to
No
watch.
time.
It was great.
I
Didn't
think-
sleep.
I think that's a bad thing.
I think it's great. I need more.
No, I've said this before. Boredom is. Oh, all we're doing, we're getting into
Yeah.
this nostalgia loop, and nostalgia's coming. There's people getting nostalgic about that cunt that threw himself off that balcony. One
Last week,
Direction, they're
yeah.
getting nostalgic about it. It was just 10 years ago. Nostalgia now comes around too quick.
Right.
We're caught in, the West is caught in nostalgia.
But this is the thing I went on about a few podcasts ago, that the time's
It's
condensed.
terrifying.
It's too condensed.
It's
Now you're seeing
terrifying.
it.
There's people in the rest of the world, and we're starting to go, oh, we're seeing people who are not part of this nostalgia thing is weird and dangerous and foreign. And we're just caught in this. We're not producing anything. We're caught in it.
That's it. That's I agree with
There's
that.
no new ideas. Nothing's new. Nothing's new. AI. What are the greatest, and I'm not saying the greatest minds, the people with power and money, What are they investing all their money into? AI.
I know, it's true.
It's not a good
But,
thing.
but I wasn't affected by that. I was reading Salem's Lot.
Yeah.
I love the start of Salem's Lot.
It's
I
wonderful.
love it.
There's a thing in it. He goes, what's this? The woman had a world-class set of jahubis.
Of course. But
Jahubis.
do you know what I was doing?
What?
Because I was like, I need to do things.
Mhm.
I was colouring in each page. I was drawing what was happening on each the previous page as I was reading.
Okay.
I was just drawing on every page. I'm not. It's a book. I can do what I want. I paid for it like 20 years ago.
Okay.
I'll buy another one. But what's happening? I was
That's a mental health
I was
issue.
what?
You do have ADHD.
Absolutely.
100%.
Of course I don't. That's a fucking TikTok diagnosis right there. I don't have ADHD. That's
Hold on,
ridiculous.
hold on.
No, what I would love though.
I'm sitting reading a book. You're sitting reading a book and doodling on the book.
I reading.
That's ADHD.
No, it's not.
It's 100%.
And listening to podcasts.
100%
But you know what
ADHD.
it was? You know what? I would
Imagine
love?
if you took a...
Meta glasses so I could watch a podcast as I'm doing this.
You know that fucking...
Wonderful.
You know the film where the guy takes the pill and he uncovers like the 80% of his brain he's not
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
used.
Stupid film.
You need to take a tablet that just fucking cools your jaw a
No,
little
I
bit.
tried it for one day and I was having anxiety.
No, because it's... Yeah.
I was going to have now you know you get a panic attack. I was going to have a comfort attack. I got so comfortable I was going to freak out. But I was going to freak out like this.
You know the numbsculls that are running about
quietly.
inside your body?
Yeah.
They need to
Highly
rearrange your
trained.
management structure.
No, they're
The
like
pers-
Navy SEALs.
The top numbskull in your head is something wrong with him.
no.
Some of the guys from the bowel department need to come up and take control of the brain.
No, I'm with abandon, man. That's what I need. I went past someone I don't like this morning. You know what I said? I don't like you. Just kept going.
Somebody you knew?
Yeah. I just don't like them. I went, I don't like you, just to remind me and them.
Okay. That's nice.
I felt better.
That's good.
And I said it with a smile. I went, oh, I don't like you. And I kept going.
That's useful.
So,
What's the
right,
time? What's okay?
just you calm down.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Worry.
Oh.
All I do.
You don't have time to worry.
No, but all I do is worry.
You don't
My
have time.
life is worry.
You don't have time
Do
to
you want to
worry.
know something? Everyone says you worry too much.
Uh-huh.
You worry too much. It's an environmentally friendly engine that fucking powers this disaster. I've got energy. I've got power. Some people it's anger. Some people it's passion. Some people it's creativity. Me is worry. I am like steam powered. I am worry powered. I worry about everything.
It's a famous one out of
All-nighter.
the third man. Kind of cuckoo clock quote.
Right, okay.
It's
I don't, but carry on.
tough times is where things happen.
Yeah.
They say the kind of in Switzerland the universal love and all this, and they produced the cuckoo clock, whereas the
Right.
kind of Venice and that they had all this torture and fucking all kinds of stuff.
And they
And they
came up with
produced everything.
these lovely boats.
It's like wartime produces loads of good
Right.
shit.
So the one night I had a big worry. I couldn't sleep. I came in the next day and said, do you want to start a podcast? This is what happens. You've got a lot to thank my worry for. I've been worrying all morning.
Oh,
Worry.
that's maybe what I smell in here.
I just, it's just, and it is
It's a sour
environmentally
smell.
friendly.
Yeah.
It's something you could harness.
No, but stress isn't good for you, mate.
It's all I have.
Stress is
It's
not
all
good
I
for you.
have. It's
Well,
my one hobby. Don't take it from me.
No, stress. No,
I can't surf. I can't cycle. I can't climb. I can't fly my kites.
Things that kill men.
I can worry.
Things that kill men is loneliness. You're not
Mhm.
lonely because bizarrely there's people around you.
I don't know why.
And I know. And stress, because stress is a silent killer.
It's affected my life for so long, but I can't get rid of it now. So should I
No,
should I get a lasso around it and harness that? And I ride.
Don't ride that bull.
I'm riding that fucking stress.
No.
Look at me. I'm happy.
Therapist.
What?
You need to speak to.
I don't need a therapist. What's
That's-
a therapist going to bring me? What's a therapist going to bring me? You're
self-aware-
going to take my engine away. You're
self-awareness.
going to take my power, which makes me special.
I'm not saying. You know how you get a little boy racer Mechter, and he's going about in a wee car,
Mhm.
and the engine's overpowered, and he's got the big exhaust.
Uh-huh.
You need to just get yourself a smaller engine.
I can't.
You can.
You know I'm
Ev-
non-stop. You know I can't stop.
Everyone can. No,
You know it.
That's not true. Everyone.
When do I stop?
Everyone-
When do I stop?
Everyone. No, but that's not true. The thing is,
It's
this-
not true. Show me, give
no,
me
no,
a day. I stop.
No, you are mad. But what I'm saying to you is, everyone can slow their beans a little bit. What happens to people who live too stressed?
If I take my
They have a heart attack and then they go, "Oh, I've now got to change my life and I've got to breed budgery cars."
if I take this engine away, what am I going to be left with? Calm, thoughtful days. I don't know what point I'm making, but the point is, I need it. Right? I need it.
Rather than windsurfing down a beach,
Okay.
gliding a bit,
Yeah.
just walk down the beach.
Can't. I've got a limp.
Oh, well, just go gentle.
Got a
Go
limp.
gentle. Get yourself that stick.
Okay, you want to know something? I was talking to people, and they go like that to me. Go, oh, you've only got a limp. You know, there's people climbing Everest and that are blind. There's this, there's that.
Who said? Somebody said.
Yeah.
that to
Do you want to know the difference between me with a limp, that's this awkward disability, compared to someone who's climbing El Capitan in a fucking wheelchair? Resources. To even go to Everest, it's like 28 grand.
No, the guy with no legs who went up Everest. They dragged him up.
Right, but you've got to have infrastructure. You've got to have resources. I had to go into my fucking savings to get a walking stick. Fuck that. It's not so easy.
I could have got you a walking stick. I've got them through there.
I know, but I just,
I've got good ones.
I had to make the
Do you
emotional.
want to try out the walking stick?
I
I've
had
got
to
one
make
with the thing.
emotional. With the what? Oh, I might need that.
I'll go and get it for you.
Is
I'll
it
go
a
get
grey NHS one? It's getting painted. Oh, that's the next thing, right? More colour. I need more colour. And then you saw my glasses, they were lovely, blue and orange for the listeners. I'm going to spray paint more. I mean, I'm going to fucking spray paint everything. I need colour. I need to be surrounded by the chaos of thought. I need to be... It's like a spider web of thought. But have you ever seen the documentaries where the spiders, they give them like LSD or something and the spider webs are all fucked up? That's my thought process at the moment. Actually, it's the way it's always been, and it's the way I'm continuing, and I'm really excited about it. This building's shaking. What are you doing? Anyway, he can't find it. There's going to be more... he's found it. There's going to be more. I need to harness this power. This is like wave power. It was there for years and people didn't know about it. Oh, look at that.
You could paint that.
Oh, that's kind of nice. That's more like it. That's more like it, man.
Get that painted.
Because you know what a walking stick does when
Oh,
you
yeah.
put your weight on it.
No,
It
you
hurts
can't-
your wrist like fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, am I getting to keep this?
Yeah, it's yours. You could
Thank
paint.
you
You
ve-
could paint that.
Where did you steal this from?
I found that in the street.
I'm going to wash it.
I've washed it. No, I did wash it.
Okay, I'm going to... Well, thank you very much. This actually...
You could put some fur lining in there.
Oh, I could go across to our Sam next to me and say, could I have sequins and fucking
She would do
colour?
it. She would
and
do it.
She would do it. Do you want to know why? Colour, colour, colour. I've just said to everyone listening when you were gone,
I could hear you.
I'm going to spray more. Everything's getting spray painted. Everything's getting painted. Everything's
Wear a
getting
mask,
sticker.
though.
Everything. I've got the proper mask.
Oh, sticker.
Stickers on everything. The way I used to be. I'm going back to... I need the chaotic
Here's one.
visuals.
A fox's tail hanging from it.
Furry dice. When my dad got his Zimmer when he was really ill, I put furry dice on it, and I got, you know, the Go Faster stripes you would get for cars, and I put it
Like a
along
lightning
and everything.
stripe. Oh.
I done it all.
Oh.
He loved it. So yeah,
You see them all over Dundee.
these.
Oh, yeah, hundreds of them.
Yeah, you see them because everyone seems to have it. But you want to know what?
What?
I'm not them. I'm genuinely got a limp.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and I've been so paranoid about it. You made me feel that way. You made me feel paranoid because you're saying if you're in Dundee and you've got a limp, you're on the door.
No, I told you avoid Wednesdays.
So this is
Because that's sticky day and a Wednesday. as
actually
long-
this would be a big help.
It would be, yeah.
Because it's this wrist bit help the
Yeah, yeah,
forearm.
yeah. You
'Cause
could,
I was
would
using the walking stick.
line that with some orange fur.
Dude,
Exquisite.
dude, you see, you're seeing it now.
Seeing it.
You're seeing what I'm
I'm
bringing to the
seeing it.
world. Colour, energy. Look, colour, energy. Fucking worry.
Have
That's
you
what
been
I'm
listening to Tony Robbins, the swearing guru?
Oh,
Him with
he's
the giant,
terrible. Big
giantism.
head.
He's got. He grows. His head keeps getting bigger.
It's going to end up like that.
Huge.
You know what? I am so fucking happy with who I was. And this trying to change Lark is nonsense. I got
You've not
black vanilla body spray, Lynx. Fuck it, I threw it out last night and I went and got Africa.
Africa.
I'm sticking with Lynx Africa.
I like a lemon scent. If you came over and smelled me, I'm smelling lemony.
I only smell and taste lemon and vinegar.
I smell like a lemon.
To me, you're a vinegar.
I'm a lemon person.
I'm just
Oh,
saying
I
you're a
love a
vinegar.
nice lemon.
Well,
I'm not
thank
an
you for
earthy
this.
tone. No, it's fine.
This is really
It's
good.
got different settings.
Yeah, I think
It
Now,
did. The
here's the
last
thing,
person
though.
that used it obviously recovered because they just
What
abandoned
leg
it.
do you use it on?
Well, I don't know.
Because I don't know if you use it on the weak leg or you use it on the good leg
Try
to
it.
lean.
We'll
to
go
take the
down the
weight.
corridor and we'll after this.
Because I had to practice with a walking stick. Practice
thing
a
about
walking stick's not easy.
No, the thing about a walking stick is a walking stick's just to help you a wee bit. It's not if you've got a limp.
it's not. Yeah,
Because
it's-
all your energy's onto the ball of the walking stick. It's
and
not.
it's so
No,
fun.
it's
Your
not
wrist. I used it to go up to Tesco's to do a thing.
No,
It slowed me down.
no.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
was
maybe
just-
better with those walking,
Yeah, the poles.
poles.
Keep your hands like
but
that.
they make
Don't-
people look like a real prick.
They do. It's always ladies who are in their 60s that
No, I
wear
see
rain
I
jackets
see a lot
every
of men
day
with them as well. Up in the Balgay Hill, you see hundreds of people walking their dog
with
those.
walking sticks.
Yes,
Balgay Hill takes 3
it
seconds to
takes.
climb.
It's nothing to it.
Oh my god.
Nothing to
Fucking
it.
people. Ladies and gentlemen.
You know, there's an Ur Willie musical. Did you see the
I
poster
do.
for it?
I'm aware of this a lot.
The guy
actually.
just doesn't look like Ur Willie. He
He's
looks
46.
middle class. It's awful.
so-
Ur Willie was a little prick.
You know what Ur Willie will be though?
Right.
They'll be like, "I'm
The thing
from
about-
Dundee."
But the thing about Ur Willie was he was a little narc
Jings.
because he was fucking PC Murdoch's fucking
He
spy.
was a wee shit.
He was a narc.
He was a wee shit, yeah.
Why did PC Murdoch let him off with stuff? Because Soapy Suitor and wee Bob, Fat Bob and wee Eck,
Yeah.
he was dobbing them in for playing conkers.
Little bastard.
He's
eh?
a wee fucker.
He's a wee
Ur Willie.
fuck. Just lived on City Brae.
And Ur Willie's dad looked like a narc as well, didn't he?
They were all horrible. I wasn't into them. I loved the Bruins.
You liked the Bruins. That
The
was
Bruins
some
were
family.
great.
My Broon was fucking everybody, but Pa Broon.
Yeah, that's true. But he was a
Again,
a cuck.
the wee lassie.
Uh-huh.
Pa Broon was like 90-year-old,
Yeah.
and he had a daughter that was like a toddler.
Yeah.
What was going on?
Yeah, like
And
a
his-
Rod Stewart
His oldest
energy.
son, what one was Hen the oldest,
I think so.
or Joe?
Oh,
Joe
no,
was
it'd
like
be
50-year-old.
Yeah, yeah. Really
He's-
strange family.
His oldest son was say 55, and his youngest one was.
Very Dundonian
I was
family
once.
at
I
the
told you I was in the chaplaincy sitting next to Brian Cox,
Mm-hmm.
and a guy goes, "Brian, can
My old work.
and said, do you have any children, Brian?" He goes, "Yes." He says, "I've got family." He says, my oldest one's 52 and the youngest one's 3.5 weeks." And I'm like,
Fuck,
"You randy
disgusting.
cunt.
How could you cope with
You
that though?
randier than Paul."
How could you? Nobody's randier than Paul.
But he is, fucking Brian
Holy
Cox.
shit.
It's
Paul
like,
is just like
it's like
a
Al
hormone.
Pacino's got a kid that's like a year old.
Ugh, I couldn't.
How's he managing that?
You know what I mean? It's too much. I mean, I've got
Like,
energy.
No,
but
but he's like 30 years older than you,
I know.
and he's managed to pop out a beard. How's he
could-
managed that?
I don't know.
I
what
don't have the
happened to
energy
my
for it now.
sperm. It never worked.
Well, you
Mine's
don't know. It maybe does.
Oh, maybe just never.
You've
been
just
in
not
this
found the
situation.
right receptacle for it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, why blame me?
Yeah.
Why blame me?
Exactly.
Who's all those other ones.
All those
broken?
other women, they must have
No,
all
it's
been
just-
infertile.
Yeah, it was just nothing to do
Barren.
with me,
All those
ladies and
barren
gentlemen.
women going, all those barren lesbians.
I'm back now. That's true.
Sandy Toksvig, she's had 3 kids, she says. I don't know if it came out of her or turkey
Is it
basted
normal
from
that-
someone else.
All my exes, but one, are lesbians.
Yeah, it's funny that.
I like to think.
And you say you worry too much.
I like to think that they had me and went, "Fuck, we'll never replicate that."
No other men's get
I
do
could
that.
just go to women now because I'll never have that experience
It's
again.
better getting finger
Rather
banged.
than them going, "Ugh,
They've said
oh
it.
fuck,
Better getting finger
I'm going to
banged
be,
than that
I'm
wee
going to be a
pecker.
lesbian now."
Yeah, that's what they've said.
But I like to think it the other way. But it's a lot, eh? A lot. Of,
It's a high kill rate you've
it's
got
a lot.
there.
Of, yeah, it's strange, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. Join us on Patreon for as low as $2.
You need to. You need to, because this is
Because
he worries, and
I'm worried, and
I don't worry enough, and you worry too much. So we balance each other out.
Exactly, it's all
It's good,
fine.
isn't it?
Join us for our next show, which is Celluloids, and it's a spooky one because it's Halloween.
It's a Halloween.
We're being
one.
hacks. We're just going into it.
I
We
was
don't really
lambasting
celebrate Halloween
someone
here.
the other day
Okay.
because I said, "What are you carving?" I says, "I bet you're carving one of those fucking pumpkins." And I put an accusatory finger at them all,
Oh.
and I said, "Neeps." And Kim said to me, "It's too much like hard work."
To be fair, carving a neep is hard work.
Well, it should be.
It'll take
It
days to
should
do it.
be.
And you get that
Jesus
stink.
Christ didn't die on a cross for you to fucking carve a pumpkin.
That's a good point.
Kim, what they're doing now, because it's even easier.
Bet Jesus' pumpkins were great.
Watermelons.
What?
People are carving watermelons.
Oh, that's rubbish.
It's garbage, isn't
No,
it?
it's got to be a neep.
It's got to be a neep.
Have you noticed, right? like I think you've pointed this out, but Neeps are scarier
Yes.
than they look creepy as fuck, and they're always angry.
And the smell.
Oh, they
And the way they
stink.
go, ooh, they shrivel.
They shrink and they look angry.
I
Much
love
scarier.
carving neeps.
Did you were rich? You had chisels when you were a kid.
No,
though.
just ate what we into, just chewed
Nom,
through
nom,
it.
nom, tough things.
But there's people in there's Dundee Gardens that are now all done up like Halloween. Well, just Americanized.
Americanized. That's just the
And
word.
I like American
Homogeneous
stuff.
death,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
We have become America just as America's tipping over the edge of the cliff.
That's true.
We should maybe look elsewhere.
We should just pull back a bit.
Because
and
we are
go,
done. Britain's
Oh
done.
my god!
So we should look maybe to somebody else.
It's not looking
Maybe,
great there.
what about those fuckers across the way, that Europeans?
They seem
Why
alright.
don't I look into them?
You know what? I've got an idea.
Oh.
We should get some money together, raise money,
Uh-huh.
and we should go and check on the colonies. Go across to America, and I'm going to take my black book again,
good.
like I did last
I
time.
like to look at Samoa. Samoa look good. Guys, if any of our listeners are homeless, it's all right. Prince William's going to end it. He said the other day when he's taking his kids, this is so fucking... This is why this country gets...
Don't tell me something to make me fucking mad.
He's on the school run in the morning. He's taking his kids to school, and he goes to them. He goes, "We're going to end homelessness." And he said, "That's just what my mother did to me when she was taking me to school. She'd go, 'Let's end homelessness.'" Are
I
we
would say
stupid in this country?
Not only is he a cunt, but his ma was a cunt. So
Well,
there you go. You're a bunch of cunts.
She wasn't trying to end homelessness. She was chowing down on Dodi Al Fayed's penis. That's what she was doing. And
I
going
hope
from
they weren't doing that in the
5-star
car.
Well, why else does she have the seatbelt off?
Bit it clean off. That's why they went,
That's-
no pictures.
Oh, there was
She
a-
was lying there
I've
like
seen
that
her
with
death
a
picture.
cock hanging out her mouth.
I've seen her death picture.
Cock hanging out her mouth.
Hanging out.
Awful. Ladies and gentlemen,
Dodi.
join us on Patreon for as low as $2 and you can see the full video version of this. It's
So we are
wonderful.
going to have someone in here on Friday.
Someone's going to be here. We can't say who.
Can I
but
get a perspex sheet?
I'm trying to set up something. But look, we've got
No.
a wireless mic.
You can be at that side of it, but I'm going to be here.
Just bring an umbrella. That's probably just as
A
good.
clear one. She'd chew through it though.
She would. She
With
would.
those claws of hers, because she kicks with her back feet like a cat.
Oh my God. She's very violent.
Well,
Yet another person that's
People
coming in
seem
who
to
carries a knife.
you think she left America voluntarily?
Chucked out. Fuck. Never thought. Never thought. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, so there's something exciting. That's for patrons only.
Yeah.
Until next
Yeah,
time.
I don't think Katie Half Price. I don't think she's found her passport yet.
Oh no.
Her Irish passport.
That went wrong, didn't it?
badly.
It's on a bus somewhere, isn't it? It'll be in
Yeah.
someone's house now.
Possibly.
Someone's way on holiday.
I know.
Straight through the. Yeah.
Well, her photograph. Oh, yeah, you put a kind of.
You couldn't replicate that, shall we say.
Difficult.
No.
Very difficult.
Stan Winston levels.
Yeah.
Until next time,
Yeah.
laters.
Ta-da.
No.
Enthusiasm.
No.
Ta-ta!
I'm bringing it. Right? Until next time, laters.
Ta-da!